and went up 700% in the case of Seattle in a matter of days, right? Now, it's hard to find stocks that meet those qualifications because, yeah, there's a lot of stocks that could double, triple, or whatever, 5x in 6 months. Yeah, a lot of those stocks. But you're not interested in that. I know you guys are only interested in one thing, right? You're only interested in stocks which could double in a day, right? I understand the needs of the TikTok people. They have no attention span, right? They want stocks that will double in the first 30 seconds. And that's what I'm trying to get you. Now, not every stock meets that. Not every company can do it. There's very few. I'm talking to them. We're trying to get them into the pipeline. I was expecting them. I was expecting one last week. One guy flaked out. By the way, just so you know, just so you guys know, actually, hold on. Press the hearts button. Press the hearts button, okay? Press the hearts button. I'll tell you what. You know what? I'm gonna just so you know, okay? Just so you know how strict our criteria is. Okay, so there's a company I was talking to 3 weeks ago, okay, which was trading at about 50 cents, roughly 50 cents. And, you know, I thought, you know, this thing could potentially double. It's got, you know, pretty much all the stuff lined up. And what happened is I'm talking to the CEO. I tell him what we do, okay? And, you know, obviously, look, this is all paid content, okay? We don't do this stuff for free because we provide a lot of value, okay, for these companies. When their stock goes up, the volume goes up, they're able to raise money, right? Hang on, somebody's asking, can I make $1 million from stock? That's a great question. Is this guy a troll? Of course you can make $1 million from stocks. Yeah. By the way, lottery's on ice. I got lottery on ice. I'm not working with lottery at the moment. I haven't done anything with them in the last since July 1st. Since July 1st, so I'm not talking about lottery. The video is muted. No, the video is not muted. Is the video muted? I don't think so. Can you guys hear me? Okay. So anyway. So what's going on is, so we had the stock, which was a pretty good, you know, we'll be talking about Seattle. We'll be talking about Seattle, ADTX, and LITM. Stocks breaking out right now. Open Door, you want me to talk about Open Door? They're not a client, but I'll mention because, you know, they got a lot of eyeballs on the stock. I'll tell you what I think about it, honestly. Anyway, so look, so we had the stock we're looking at, 50 cents. And I'm talking to the CEO, and the guy, I don't know, he's a little bit cocky. You know, a lot of these guys are very cocky, and which is fine. You know, it's kind of like politicians, right? Your new video is only music. What is he talking about? What are these guys talking about? Muted? What? Can you guys hear me on TikTok? If you can hear me, just say yes. Because is it muted? They can hear me. Okay, there we go. Okay, anyway, look, as I was saying, I keep getting interrupted on TikTok. As I was saying, by the way, we're going to be talking about Seattle, ADTX, LITM. Okay, so in terms of new stocks, we need, in order for me to introduce a new stock, especially these days, you know, in the olden days, you know, I could introduce a new stock and say, hey, this is going to be a 10-bagger. And people had patience on YouTube, our audience on YouTube. They knew it would take 6 months for the thing to go, right? I explained in the book. You want the book? Link in the bio, 10-bagger blueprint. Get my free newsletter. You want the free newsletter? Click the link in the bio. Okay. So anyway, so what's going on is this, right? So now when we introduce a new stock, people, they're not willing to wait a couple months. They want the thing to be a banger right away. They want the stock to like literally double in the first like 5 minutes. And it's exactly what's happened. You know, every one of our stocks has doubled day one. Well, actually, no, Seattle took a little bit, but then they went up 700% in 8 days. So it exploded in a few days. Then it exploded. The other ones all doubled or more on day one. Now, so for me to introduce a new stock, it has to check off a number of boxes. Number one, you got to have a great story. Number two, it's got to be dirt cheap. The valuation has to be cheap, meaning like it's got to be 75% below the comps. 3, which is even more important, is the charts. I got to have the right chart set up. Okay, I got to have the right chart set up. That's right. We got to have Justin William. Justin William is right. We got to have the stock which is coming off of key support levels. Justin Williams. This thing is not working. Pin. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we got to have the stock that's coming off of that's coming off of school. So anyways, I'm talking to a company a few weeks ago. Stock is around 50 cents. Okay, stock is trading around 55 or 50 cents or whatever, 60. I think it was 60 cents. If I'm not mistaken, the stock was around 50 or 60 cents, whatever it is. I'm talking to CEO, and you know, I tell them, hey, this is what the program is. Here is the value. Okay, here is the value. Here is how much we charge. And you know, the guy was like, you know, the guy, you know, some of these guys that they think they're very clever. He's like, oh well, you know, but anyway, he flakes out. A week later, what this guy does is he does a financing at half of where the stock was. So that's that stock. I'm not going to mention the name, but you could see there was a stock that, you know, it was a little bit hot for a couple of days. It traded a couple of million shares. It was trading at 50 cents, and then it dropped to 25 cents. Now it's back to like 30 cents, roughly 35 cents. But that thing is going to go lower, and I'm going to come back to him. Maybe I'll come back to him when he's 15 cents. Because I think he's got a good story, but you know, he needs to. He doesn't understand stock promotion. A lot of these guys, they don't understand stock promotion. They think just because they're public, everybody's going to buy their stock. Well, that's not the way the markets work. It ain't the way the markets work. Okay, I'm telling you the way the market really works is as we say right here. What is Justin Williams saying? LITM solid. Weekly chart support, shares up almost 100%. Yeah. Look, we're here to bring you bangers. Anyway, look, so the problem is we've had a couple of those stocks where, you know, these people disqualified themselves, right? Imagine this. Imagine a guy, his stock is trading at 50 cents, and I offer him an opportunity where I say, look, you go on our program, your stock is going to go from 50 cents. It's going to be $1.50, okay, tomorrow. I can almost guarantee your stock is going to be $1.50. And you're going to be trading massive volume. Okay, we'll be talking about Seattle in a second. And you know, and because the guy wanted to raise some money, so he raised $3 million, but he did it at like 25 cents or whatever it was. So basically, he screwed his shareholders. He did it at half where the price. So the stock dropped by 50%. Do you want to deal with a CEO like that? You don't want that, right? So we got lucky. Now this guy, if he was smart, if he would have been smart, and he's a smart guy, but some of these guys, they're just too smart for their own good. They you know. So if he would have been smart, he would have signed up on our program, and we would have taken that 50-cent stock to $1.50. Okay, he would have gone to $1.50, and then he could have raised money at $1.50, and it would have had, you know, that would have been the smart thing to do. You have less dilution, guys. If you're watching on TikTok, please share the button. Somebody's saying share live. I don't know. Somebody's saying share. Or user shared the live. Okay, there we go. User, whoever the user is, shared the live. Guys, please click share live or Jackie. Okay, where is this? Jackie. Okay, Jackie. Thank you for sharing. Jackie Gray, 1971. Jackie Gray, thank you for sharing. Guys, if you're watching, please click the hearts button. I think you click the hearts button, you share the button, whatever it is, so we get more people watching, and that way, we're gonna have more eyes on the next stock. We're pumping. That's right. We're pumping stocks, baby. We are pumping, but not dumping. We're pumping, but not dumping. Okay, the dump comes only when you make the profit. We're not there yet. We got to have a 10x. You want to make a 10x? Vintrix, share the live. Vintrix, thank you. Vintrix. Okay, get the book, 10-bagger blueprint. Click the link in the bio, #1 bestseller on Amazon. What about the people that just got one penny stock? What the people in the group that just got one stock? What is he asking? I'm not sure what he's asking. That one stock. When is the new stock? I've been saying when is the new stock for the last 20 minutes. Okay, now let's go to the charts. We're here to talk about charts. And here we go. We're talking right now about Snow Lake, LITM. LITM. That's the Trump play. By the way, you don't like Trump, you're not going to like LITM. Well, actually, you will like it because you're going to make a lot of money potentially with LITM. In case you don't know, Trump has been pushing nuclear energy. Why? Because we don't have capacity in this country for electricity. We got what's called an electron shortage. We got the electron shortage happening, and all the tech bros, we're talking about the people from, I'm going to show you the charts in a second. We're talking about the people from Google, Facebook, Elon Musk. They're all saying, hey, man, Palantir, we need nukes, baby. We need the nuclear reactors because this solar and wind ain't cutting it. It ain't doing it. Spain was in a blackout, okay? Spain was in a blackout because they don't have electricity. Now, what's going on? We got the one-day charts on LITM, okay? LITM one-day charts, and we're about to break out of a key level. Now, watch this. This is the one-day chart, okay? One-day chart, 553. Mark that down. Mark down 553. We break out of 553, we're going here, baby. We're going to $25 a share, potentially, not guaranteed, potentially. We're at $5 right now. Now, I've been telling you the breakout was happening right at $4, which was right over here. The breakout started, and boom, here we are. So you're up a little bit. You're up a little bit. You're up a little bit, but the big move is going to happen. Yep, the move is going to happen. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Okay, so the 1 hour chart is, we get a breakout happening. It's moving up, moving up. Now, here's what we're looking at. We're looking at the 4 hour charts. Okay, we're looking at the 4 hour charts. Now, we have a breakout. We got a breakout confirmed. The breakout is confirmed on LITM. We're talking right now about Snow Lake Energy. This is the nuclear and uranium company. What they need is some crypto. I'm telling the guy, look, what you need, man, you got to get the crypto treasury. You got to buy the Ethereum and the XRP. You got to get then you're going to be a triple Trump play. You got to buy the Trump coin, and you'll be the triple Trump play. But no, what they're getting into, okay, so they have massive uranium projects, 2 40,000 acre projects. They're drilling right now as we speak in Wyoming, the great state of Wyoming, and also Namibia. In Namibia, that's what's going on. So they can have news any day, and the thing could explode. This is very bullish. Again, all you got to know is, what do I tell you in the book, 10-bagger blueprint? You got to buy these stocks when they break out of the moving averages. The moving average is the only person you can trust. Not me, not your parents, not the president, not the Pope. Only the moving average. And this is telling you buy. Okay, we got a buy signal. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, what? Oh, I see what happened. This thing is screwed up. Indicators. 200. Okay. Okay, there we go. We got a breakout of 200. That's the green line. All right. That's what's going on, my friends. We got the breakout happening. So LITM, I'm telling you, LITM is going to rock it. Now, the problem with LITM, it's got one problem, and that is, and this is what I told people in our private Telegram community. So if you click the link in the bio, you get our on WAP. There's a program called WAP, WHOP. By the way, that is where we're going to have the early alert. That's where we're going to announce the new stock. Free bets plug. My membership expired. Can I still get early alerts? No, because you're not a member. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You got to be a member. That you got. Yeah, it costs money. So now, by the way, I do apologize. We have some people that signed up. You know, they're paying $200 a month to get the early alerts when we launch that new stock, and we've only had one stock in the month. We only had one stock. Okay, I haven't written on WAP. Hold on, JP, you haven't written on WAP. I'm talking on Telegram all day long. I'm on Telegram all day long. All day long, I'm on Telegram. So that's where we're giving the trade signals. I don't know. I can't be the WAP. I just don't log into the WAP. I mean, I'm doing the Telegram. Here, take a look. Take a look. You don't believe me? Here, let me show you. JP, you got to get the Telegram. What I'm doing is right here. Okay, this is the Telegram channel where we have the trading signals. Okay, so we got signals going all day. I'm talking here all day long on Telegram. All day long, telling you entry points on Telegram all day long. Okay, all day long on Telegram. All right, and people are making a lot of money, potentially making. I mean, again, nothing is guaranteed. off the trading signals on Telegram. And by the way, on Telegram, this is the private Telegram. I also told you guys. By the way, JP, do me a favor, JP. I gotta go back on WAP because I haven't been on there. I apologize. I really probably should. I'm not familiar with how to use it so much. That's the truth. I really don't know how to use it. I know the very basic stuff, so I'm technologically challenged. You know, I'm not like, you know, I gotta get like one of these Gen Z kids to help me understand this because I don't really understand. I'm like an old man. I'm an old man, so I don't know this like the latest. All I know is I'm giving you the stuff. I'm giving you as much as I can do. So if you go on a WAP, first of all, tell them Telegram is which you get as part of your membership. That's where we're giving the trade signals in real time throughout the day, very quickly. Okay. Now I will go on WAP and because I got to go there anyway. And we're going to have a new stock soon. I've been saying, I will be saying, as I said earlier, if you just joined, I have a bunch of companies that have been in the pipeline. I'm ready to announce them. Well, I shouldn't say I'm trying to get them to go. Now, the problem is some of these guys have flaked out. Some of them have moved around. And, what we need is we got to have a stock that meets our criteria, that meets the 10 bagger, the 10X criteria, and they got to be willing to do it, right? And, how many stocks are in the pipeline? I'm talking to like 3 companies right now. I'm talking to 3 companies. And they're going kind of look, here's the truth, right? Why do you think these stocks are cheap? Ciata, ADTX, why do you think these stocks are cheap from the beginning? Why do you think they were cheap? Because most CEOs, here's the truth, it's not their fault. 99% of public company CEOs, they don't have a clue about stock promotion. They don't understand that for them to make the stock go up, it's not enough to just run the business. They actually need to, do a bunch of stuff to get eyeballs on the stock, which is what we do here. And sometimes you got to pay for it. Okay, nothing in life is free, and most of these guys, they waste millions of dollars, like literally hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars hiring these mooch bum PR firms, IR firms, and all sorts of low life stock promoters who do nothing. Look what lottery is doing. Okay, we haven't worked them in a month, right? They're wasting money on hiring all these mooch bum promoters that are doing nothing for them. I mean, because and that stock, it only moved. It had the big move because we put it right here on TikTok. And they signed up like a dozen stock promoters or whatever, IR firms, whatever, different scammers, and they're all taking credit. The day when it went up, and everybody knows, everybody watching, they know the reason why lottery went up is we were doing it live right here. I told you guys LTRY, our next super stock, and boom, the thing doubled in like 30 seconds, and it traded 100 million shares a day. Okay, so until they get their act together, we're not doing anything with lottery. So SEG lottery, whatever they call themselves, we're not doing anything with. We haven't done anything with them since July 1st, officially. So yeah, listen, when these companies, they annoy me. Anyway, the next stock coming next week, probably, I don't know, coming soon. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know when it's actually, we have a deal signed. I'm going to let you know. Anyway, we have some stuff in the pipeline. And now, but here's the point. The point is 99% of these guys, they don't know how to promote their stock. That's why their stocks are cheap. But they think they do, right? Because look, the problem with public company CEOs, there's the good and bad thing. Look, it's just like politicians, right? You have to be a real scumbag to run for office in the US or any country in the world. It's just, you're not getting the best quality people. Their personality, whatever, they have big egos, they have delusions of grandeur, whatever it is. But at the same time, that's what it takes to be a good politician. And CEOs are just like that, okay? They're the same way. But here's the thing. You're not going to get a good CEO unless he has those qualities. For a CEO to be a public company CEO, he's got to be a great salesman. The problem is he might be a great salesman, but he doesn't know how to promote the stock and all the other stuff, right? So that's my job. My job is to find the companies that have the good stuff, that have what it takes, and then to get them out there. So that's what we do. But when I'm talking to a lot of these companies, they think they know what they're doing and they don't. So it takes a while. it's very hard to, it's like educating these people because, anyway, let's talk about LITM. So the good news is companies like LITM, the point is this, and this is something I talk about in the book, 10-Bagger Blueprint, with our next super stocks. What makes them so good? When I call a stock a next super stock on our program, when we officially position them as next super stocks, what it means is, by the way, guys, click the hearts button and the share button on TikTok so we get more eyeballs, because we're going to be talking about Ciata and ADTX in just a second. So we want to have maximum eyeballs on those stocks. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Zahid, okay, Zahid in the house. Zahid, good to see you again. Zahid, thank you for pushing the like button. Tomei, like button. Zahid, thank you again. Zahid, yes. Ciata, by the way, we're going to talk about Ciata. I'm bullish on Ciata still. So, what's the point? The point is, what do you think makes these stocks go up when we say next super stock? Well, they all have the potential, right? These companies, they all have potential to be 10 baggers. But what actualizes that potential? What's the catalyst for that potential? What makes that stock become a 10 bagger when, they have, it's like a seed. It's like a seed. They have the potential, and we make that seed go, right? What makes it go? Michael. Okay, Michael's got the book, the 10-Bagger Blueprint. What makes it go is getting eyeballs on the stock. So when you have a great story like a Ciata, everybody knew Ciata was around a long time. Lottery was around, but those stocks didn't move until we got the eyeballs on those stocks. And then, okay, Zahid, rereading the book every night. Okay, Zahid, there you go. We're going to have the video course coming up. So, the point is, to make even great companies go, you got to get the eyeballs on the stock, because unless people see the stock, nobody knows they exist, right? That's the reality. That's the reality. Okay, let's talk about lottery. Lottery. We're not talking about lottery. We're talking about Ciata, baby. Ciata. Okay, what's going on with Ciata? I'm going to talk about the Ciata chart in a second. So anyway, bottom line with Snow Lake, LITM, I showed you the charts. Put it on your watch list. We got a breakout on the 4-hour chart. I'm going to show the TikTok audience right now. Again, I'm going to pivot to the charts. Here you go, guys. Okay. Massive buy signal, a breakout on the 4-hour chart. That's your 4-hour chart. We got a breakout. Okay, we got a breakout ready to go. We're at 498. Now, what I did tell people in our what do you call it? In our Telegram, for the members only. That's right, for the members only. JP, if you're watching, I've been telling on Telegram. I said, listen, guys, the problem with LITM is this stock, it doesn't run in a straight line. It likes to go up, and then it does a violent pullback to shake everybody out. It does it over and over again. It runs up, pulls back, and it goes even higher. And it's exactly what's going on right now. The stock was 520, I think, pulls back to 4. Because they're trying to shake people out. I don't know who they are. It's like the market. But on the 5-minute chart, by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, you can actually see exactly what I'm talking about right here. By the way, YouTube people, make sure you get the book, the 10-Bagger Blueprint. Anyway, Snow Lake, we're bouncing off the thing. It's ready to go. Snow Lake, LITM, my target, $25 a share, 5x from where we are, which is the previous high back in at the early part of the year. Wow, that's a great question. That's a funny question. May I ask why Ciata went up 700%, Lottery 300%, the other stocks? So we got somebody asking a question. Why did Ciata go up 700%, Lottery up 300% or whatever, and the others are what, 150? Why don't they all go up 1,000%? Is what they're asking. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know the answer. I don't know why one stock can go faster than the other. Sometimes people like a story better. Look, every stock we talk about here on TikTok, whatever, they're all stocks which meet our criteria to be 10 baggers. So yes, ADTX can be a 10 bagger. LITM can be a 10 bagger. Ciata, Hoth. Next week we're gonna have the CEO on the live stream. So let's go to Ciata for 1 second. I'm gonna go to Ciata real quick. We're gonna go to Seattle real quick right here. I'm gonna pull up the Seattle chart now. So sometimes the one gets ahead of the other. I don't know. Okay, guys. Now here's what I need from you. Before we talk about Seattle, what we need is we have people watching. Please click the like and share button. Click the hearts button so we get more people watching. Now, what I would like to offer you is get my free newsletter. Click the link right there. That's the form, the button right next to the comment. There's a button that says get my free newsletter. Click that to get the free newsletter. Click that button, get our free newsletter. The button's only going to be there for 17 seconds. Click it right now, guys. Get the free newsletter so you get notifications. You get all our news in our free newsletter that goes out like about 3-4 times a week. Again, the button is right by your thing there, right where the comment button is. I think there should be something that says get the free newsletter, or it says something. There should be something, a button to get free newsletter, inquiries or whatever. I don't know, whatever it is. Okay. Okay, let's go to Seattle. We're talking about Seattle, and I'm going to show you the charts on Seattle. What is going on with Seattle? Okay. So what's happened is, again, we introduced it here. Okay, boom, it exploded. Again, this is a 15-minute chart, 15-minute chart. So we went to $9. Hang on a second. No, what is going on here? What chart is this? 6? Oh, no, excuse me. No. Excuse me. No, this is just recent. This is the June chart. Again, no, this is the breakout. No, we originally did it back at $1. So this is back. Remember, guys, if you were watching about a month ago now, we told you the stock is ready to go. We're getting the signals. We're getting the buy signals, and that's exactly what happened. It's exactly what happened. We had a massive breakout, and boom. Here it went from $2 to $5, and we've been holding in this pennant now for the last 3 weeks now. We're holding the pennant, and what's going on is here's the bottom line. YouTube, is YouTube watching this? Okay. So what's going on is we're basically bouncing off of these levels, which is right around 390. There's a lot of support right at this line, 390. This is the line. And what the stock does, you see these spikes down? Those are basically, they're trying to run stops, short sellers are trying to attack, trying to get panic. But then it bounces back. It spikes right back up. It's happened every time. See, this is what's been going on. They push it down and boom, it goes back up. So what it tells me is here is actually a good time to get into the stock. I'm not saying buy, sell, or hold. Again, it's all paid content. We're not giving investment advice. But at these levels, you have major support, 390, like those 380s level, 390. That's where you have the key support comes in. And the stock bounces from those levels. That is the stock. So we got a guy saying, Lando Bando, these stocks aren't good. These stocks aren't. Yeah, you got a lot of these mooch bums in here who know nothing and who are broke, busted down brokesters, haters who don't know what they're talking about, because all our stocks have all gone up. Every single one of our stocks, 100%. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong. And by the way, we have thousands of people watch, or we have 60 people watching right now, but people watching, they know that every stock we've introduced in the last 3 months have all exploded. They've all at least doubled at first. By the way, pretty much every stock I've ever promoted in the last, 5 years even, have all, out of the gate, at least gone up 50%, at least. And usually they double, triple, whatever. Now, not all of them go on to become 10 baggers. That's true. Not all. Sometimes they only double, triple, go up 500%, and that's it. That's the way it works. And about a third of them go on to increase 1,000, 2,000, 5,000%. That's the way it is. Somebody's saying if you're tracking 5 minutes breakout, it doesn't help. Yeah, listen. So some guy's saying I'm saying breakout. By the way, the breakout stuff, I'm not doing the stuff anymore on TikTok and the free channel because you guys don't appreciate it. You don't understand it. Okay. The only people who understand it are people who are serious traders. So people who are in our link in the bio on our WAP, on the WAP channel. Okay. WAP, the ones who get the early notifications, they get our trading alerts. Okay. They're getting our real-time trading alerts. They get the trading alerts where I tell them a stock is breaking out. Now, am I always right? No. I'm probably right 60% of the time. Only 60% of the time. By the way, to get rich with stocks, you only need to be right 51% of the time. I'll be right back in 1 second. All right, we're back. We're back. Okay, yeah. So basically, you know, but on Seattle. Okay. No, Open Door is not the new stock. What is this guy saying? Superior supply. What are you saying? Superior supply. What are you talking about? Another mooch bum. So bottom line is every one of our stocks goes up. Like literally. Look. Seattle, they 700%. Yes, it's pulled back, then it bounced back. Lottery, the one that you love, up triple. People tripled their money in 2 days. Okay. Now again, I haven't worked with them since a month ago. Okay. Now, Hoth doubled on day one. ADTX up 85% on day one. ADTX can't be bought on. I don't know what that is. Oh, you mean all brokers? Yeah, I think there might be some issue with that. Okay, let's go to ADTX, by the way. So I told you, LITM looking real good. Now ADTX, oh yeah, I'm running behind. Okay, so ADTX was breaking out this morning with a breakout. We had a breakout today. Okay, we had a breakout. And then it pulled back, which, by the way, this stock tends to do. Okay. ADTX tends to do that. Hang on, I'm going to show you the chart. Okay. Okay, we're going to get rid of this Yahoo Finance people. Oh, Jesus. Okay. What's going on here? Okay. Okay. 1 second, guys. Okay, so here's what's going on. I'm going to show you the ADTX. ADTX was breaking out this morning. We hit $1.30, and then it pulled back. Now, I'm going to show you the charts, because the charts is the only person you can trust, and you tell me what it means. Again, on ADTX, my goal, just so you know, let me go back. My target on ADTX is $12 to $15 a share. $12 to $15 a share is my target on ADTX, ADTX, ADTX. We're trading at $1.25 right now. Now the stock did double. Oh, it went up 85% from where we announced it, and it's pulled back. Which, by the way, a lot of our stocks have become 10 baggers. They pull back before they go on to increase 1,000% or more. What's going on is I'm going to show you the chart, and this thing right now is ready for a major breakout. This is the 1 hour chart. Okay, you can see this yourself on Yahoo. I told you to watch this moving average. That's the 200 moving average. We got support coming in. That's the 50. The resistance is 200. The stock has not been able to break out of that 200 moving average. We made a couple of approaches, failed approach, bounce, another approach, failed. Okay, it's going to try again. Looks like the stock wants to break out of that moving average. It's going to take maybe another day or so, but it's very clear that this thing is resilient. It wants to go up. Okay, look at this. We broke out on the 15-minute chart. That was your buy signal. I told you guys this was your buy signal. You have your golden cross and breakout above the moving average. And what happened? It went up. Not a lot though. Not a lot. From $1, $1.18 to $1.32, $1.31. Not a big move. Not a big move, but it's just getting ready. It's getting just warmed up. Okay. So ADTX, when it gets going, it's gonna go. Okay. When ADTX goes, it's gonna go. But you have another golden cross. Everything is lining up. Okay. The point is this. The point is on ADTX, all the charts are lining up. All the charts are lining up. All the signals are starting to flash buy. We got massive buy signals flashing on ADTX. Now, when is it going to explode? I thought it would happen today. I thought it would happen yesterday. It's primed to go. Look, the stock needs to break out of $1.30. That's the magic number, $1.30. So we got to hit we got to have a few bars above $1.32, $1.35, all those numbers. Okay, $1.30. And when we do, it's going to run. Okay, so Vintrix, you want to talk about open door technology? Are you going to subscribe to my, I'll tell you what, Vintrix, you sign up for the WAP channel, we'll talk about open door. Okay, so anyway, ADTX looking real good. Look, it says Mike Tyson has said, it's not how many times you get knocked down. It's not how many times you get knocked down. It's how many times you get up. Okay, so ADTX keeps getting knocked down every time it goes up to $1.30, right? Keeps getting punched in the face. But then at some point, it keeps getting off the canvas also. It gets knocked down, but it gets right back up again. And then boom, it's going to knock out that $1.30. And when it does, it's going to run to $2.50. It's going to double real quick. People are going to hop in. The momentum is going to happen. The algo is going to go crazy. And, it's going to move. All right, I'm gonna okay, this guy is making me crazy with this open door. I'm gonna pull up open door just for the shits and giggles. The chart on open door. The chart on open door is actually not bad. I mean, let me see. The daily chart, questionable. I'm looking at the 1 hour chart. It has potential. It's kind of in a dangerous. I mean, it's a little. Let me see. Open door. Open door, where it is right now, it's kind of in a no man's land. It's in a no man's land. It has potential, but it's got to break out above $3. It's got to break out above $3. Right here, it's kind of in a no man's land. It's got a 50-50 shot of going back to where it was. The fundamentals are no good, by the way, of open door. The stocks we give you have good fundamentals. Anyway, so open door, whatever. Okay, Hoth. Hoth is basically stuck. We're going to have the CEO next week. Okay, so this guy got out of open door. Okay, yeah, I mean, open door is basically, it's like in a no man's land right now. It's just, until you get above $3, Okay, so Hoth, on the Hoth charts, I'm going to tell you about the Hoth charts. Hoth is ready to go. Look, the Hoth charts are ready to go. I'm going to show you charts in a second. The problem is, but they're waiting for a catalyst. Okay, and I'm trying to get the CEO on the live stream because I think the stock will go when people have them, see them again. Anyway, so that's what's going on. Hoth is waiting for a catalyst. Hoth is actually in a pretty good place. Hoth is in a good place. Needs a catalyst. Guys, if you want to get the free newsletter, get my free newsletter. I'm going to pin the link. Wait, hang on. Pin a notice. Wait, hang on. Trying to get this. every 3 minutes. Okay. Okay, guys, click that button at the bottom that says get my free newsletter. Get the free newsletter to get notifications. We tell you everything that's going on, updates every day, updates on our stocks. You want the updates, you want the charts in your email box, click that button right next to your comment thing. There should be a button that says get my free newsletter. Get my free newsletter and discover 10x, 10 bagger stocks. Yes, there is a new stock coming. Get the free newsletter. Okay, let's go back to ADTX. Actually, let me go to LITM. LITM at $5. Again, LITM, the breakout is at 560. Put this down, mark this down, 563. Richard, thank you for clicking the like button. Guys, click the like, the hearts button so we get more eyeballs on the video. Okay, Karen, new stock any day. Coming soon. Like literally, it's very, it's coming. Okay, so Snow Lake needs to break out of 563. That's going to trigger the algos, and it can go to the moon, like literally to the moon. $25. I showed you why. ADTX needs to break out of $1.30. When is it going to happen? Could happen in the next couple of days. Okay, and when it does, it's going to double. Okay, it's going to go to 250. Again, my opinion, not advice, not a guarantee. Not a price representation, as they say in Canada, the failed state of Canada, the 51st state, the klepto state. So we want to see a breakout. That, by the way, I'm looking at the 15-minute charts. You got another breakout ready to happen at $1.25, $1.27. ADTX, if ADTX goes to $1.27 here, it's going to trigger the algo, so it'll go higher. But we need to break out of the $1.30s. I'm going to show you guys real quick the charts back to TikTok. We're going to flip the camera. Flip mode. Okay. 5-minute chart. Okay, we're bouncing off support. As you can see, that's your 200 moving average. That's your support. That was your buy signal. You got the golden cross right here, golden cross, boom. Okay, that's what you got to watch, that signal. It works every time. And now we're below the 50, but it's kind of a fake out. This is not a real sell signal. Now, what we're going to see is when we break out above this red line, which is at right around $1.27, right around $1.27, that is your buy signal right here, $1.27. That's your buy signal. Yes, Adam Tiffy is correct. Canada. Look, the problem with Canada is the government. They got to overthrow. Oh, I can't say anything on TikTok. Okay, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to get in trouble with TikTok. I don't want to get in trouble with TikTok. Anyway, we're not going to say anything controversial. We're not saying anything controversial. That's it. But you can see my YouTube channel where I talk about all the controversial stuff. All right. So let's go back to ADTX. Look, it's hard for me not to speak my mind. The problem with, well, certain channels, they have certain censorship on certain channels, which we need these channels. I'm gonna, anyway. So, let's see. ADTX $1.30. We're coming up. So Harrison is saying he bought one stock and it never went up. I don't know what price you got in at. I don't know which stock you bought. Okay. All I know is when we introduce the stocks, they explode right away. Okay. That's why you need to get in early. You got to get in at the ground floor. How many times do we have to say it? You got to get in at the ground floor. That's why I wrote this book, so you understand what to look for. Rule number one in 10 Bagger Club. Rule number one in the 10 Bagger Club is you got to get in at the ground floor. You got to get in at minute one. Why? Because that's when you have the least risk. The least risk, and you have the most momentum. Okay, you want to get these stocks cheap. A lot of you guys are chasing stocks after they're already doubled and tripled. Okay, now if you want to get in early, you got to be part of our early alerts. Okay, it's a premium program where, now I'll talk about more about that when we have the new stock like literally ready. But basically the way it works is the early alerts, early bird alert is essentially the link in the bio. It's a program we use called WAP. And here's the benefits. You get 3 benefits. Number 1 is you get our trading signals throughout the day. We get you trading signals throughout the day to tell you what's going on in those stocks. Number 2 is when we launch a new stock, we're going to tell those people first when and where it's going to be announced. Okay, what that means is it costs $195. It ain't cheap. But if you're putting a 10 grand, 5 grand into an idea, and you can get in 30 seconds or a minute before thousands of people rush in, you can make 50% because that's exactly what happens. These stocks are going up 50, 100% in the first 2 minutes. So what I'm going to do is when we launch the new stock, it's probably going to be, I'm going to announce it on Twitter, TikTok, whatever. When I do that, but what I'm going to do is instead of you waiting and watching and wondering where, when you're in our early alerts, I'm going to tell you exactly what time and where we're going to announce it. So I'll tell you, okay, go to Twitter at 12:07 p.m. That's when we're announcing the new stock. And I'm not going to tell you the name in advance. I can't do that because that could be considered insider information. We can't do insider information illegally. We have to do it legally. So legally, we're going to tell you, okay, go to Twitter at 12:07, and we're going to announce the new stock right there. So that way you could have your brokerage account open. You could be ready to go, and boom, you'll be in. You'll be the first one in or the third one in, and you'll buy it before the thing runs up. That's the idea. Is it worth $200? I don't know. If you're throwing 5 grand into an idea and it goes up, 50%, just from, it gives you an edge, I should say, an edge of 50%. It's $2,500. You're making 10 times your money. So, no, I'm not from Toronto. I would never want to be from Toronto. Okay, so here we go. ADTX. By the way, we're ready to go. This thing wants to move. $1.25. It's just waiting. It's waiting for that little push. Charts are looking beautiful right now. We got a beautiful setup on the 5-minute charts, guys. You want a free trading signal? You want a free trading signal? Here you go, right here, baby. Free trading signal. Okay. ADTX. Ready to explode. This is what I do on Telegram. I tell you kind of the trading signals, which are early, okay? And this is early. This is not confirmed yet. The confirmation will be over here. But, by the time it breaks out to $1.27, you might be late. So I'm telling you right here, $1.25. $1.25, you get in right here, it can start running. And when it runs, my target short term is $2.50. And $12 to $15 over the next 4 to 6 months. What's going on? What about lottery? I'm not working with lottery at the moment. I haven't done anything with lottery since July. That's why the stock has gone nowhere. Okay, if you're wondering why SEG or lottery has gone nowhere, it's because I haven't done anything with them since July. Okay. Star, I've convinced you to buy ADTX. Was that you just bought? Because we just hit $1.26. ADTX just moved. Oh, shit. There it is. Oh, it's happening. Holy shit. It's actually happening. Guys, in real time, look, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much to move the stock. Look at this. That's probably why it's so volatile. Look at this. It just popped. I think Star bought some shares and it just popped. Literally, as we speak, we hit $1.26. Now, if we go to $1.27, we're going to have a breakout. If we get a couple more buyers coming in. By the way, I don't do that thing where I say, hey, everybody buy. I don't do that. I don't do that type of stuff. But what I'm telling you is this thing is very, very bullish. It wants to go higher. The chart is telling you the truth in advance. You want to see the 2-minute chart? Technically, it's a buy. It's hard to read it, though. Okay, look, we're right up. Oh, boom, boom. Look at that. We got a breakout. We got a technical buy signal. You got a buy signal right now on the 15-minute chart. Okay, guys. Right now, $1.26, 15-minute chart, buy signal. That is a buy signal. Now, it's not confirmed until there's another bar, closing bar, which would take us to about $1.27, $1.28. But you're getting in here early, okay? You're getting in early, and you're taking a chance. You know, you're taking a chance, taking a bit of a chance, you know. We're at $1.26. Look, there you go. We break out of this line. We got a couple of bars above there, a couple of bars around $1.26, $1.27. You know, it's going to run. That's the way it is. So now it just dropped back to $1.25. So it's very frustrating. I know that you will expect that the minute you buy it, it's going to go to the moon. It's going to go to the moon the minute you buy it. It doesn't work that way. Sorry. But nothing changes these facts. Nothing changes the facts that this chart is ready to explode. Now, one thing, look at markdown $1.30 on ADTX. Very important number. We break out of $1.30. We get a close, a couple of closes above $1.30. It's going to be moon time. The way I said, take a chance. It's not supposed to be reassuring because it's speculative until there's a confirmation. Yeah, it's not. I'm not here. Listen, by the way, I'm not here to reassure you. I'm not here to hold your hand. Like, you know, you're not paying me. This is free content. You know, you guys aren't paying, right? So, you know, you're getting what you pay for. ADTX, K&H. We're talking about ADTX. ADTX, baby. ADTX 10-bagger upside potential. We're at $1.25 near-term, short-term target is $2.50. It could get there next week, and then $12 to $15. By the way, we get the breakout happening on LITM. LITM. I'm going to show you again. Confirmation, 4-hour charts. Confirmation, 4-hour chart confirmation. Breakout above. We got a couple of bars already on the 4-hour. Only a question of time before it breaks out. It starts running, and when it runs, it can go here. It'll go back to here potentially. What is that number? $20 a share, $25 a share. Where are we now? $5 a share. The upside is 5x near term. Okay, let me repeat. Target $25 a share. Okay. Where it can go any minute. It can go literally any second. We're talking about ADTX. Guys, press the like button. Press like, follow, subscribe, and share. Press like, follow, subscribe, and share. Listen, if you're getting value, oh, shit. Wait, what's going on? Drop the puzzle. Oh, shit. Okay, I don't know what's going on. This TikTok is so, you know, very annoying. Anyway, look, guys, if you see if you like what you're seeing, if you're getting valuable information, Snow Lake 510, it's moving. If you're getting valuable information, please reshare the content. Press the like button and the hearts button. Press the hearts button. Give it the hearts button so we get more eyes on the stocks so we can, you know, pump them to the moon. That's right, pump. That's right. I know we got the regulators watching, especially the Canadian regulators. Is Mark Faulkner watching, the motorcycle cop Mark Faulkner? Is Mark, are you watching? We're pumping here, baby. We're pumping. ADTX. ADTX. $1.25, we're stuck. $1.25, we're stuck. It's ready to go. Seattle, what's going on with Seattle? Seattle, 398. Oh, we got a breakout on Seattle on the charts. The 1-minute charts are showing a breakout. Oh, 5-minute charts, breakout, and now back down. Okay, I'll show you what I'm looking at right now. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on. Guys, I told you at 390, that those levels That's where the support is. And now we got a breakout on the 5-minute chart right here, 5-minute chart. Okay. Charts don't lie. Charts don't lie. They tell you the truth in advance. Now, what you might want, if you want to be conservative, is you might want to wait till we're at 410. 410 is where you got confirmation, or you can take a shot and get in here. But anyway, look, it's going to bounce between $4 and $5 until the merger is closed, until there's approval. We're waiting for NASDAQ approval. Anybody who's just joining, we're waiting for NASDAQ approval. Until NASDAQ approves it, it's just a trading. You got just tradable bounces. We got a tradable bounce happening right now, and it's starting to run. It's starting to run. My Seattle is double. Archive Baba. Archive Baba. Your Seattle is double. Congratulations for being our latest penny stocks billionaire. Congratulations. Guess what? My target on Seattle, you know what the target is? $12 to $15. No, $9 to $15, $25 a share. Not advice, not guaranteed. It is paid content. Okay, so yes. But stock is starting to move. By the way, you know why I have to say paid content with Seattle and I don't do that with the other stock? I don't have to. Because Seattle, it turns out that they're technically a Canadian company, technically, for just until the merger. So the Canadian rules, they kind of, look, the Canadians, okay, I'm not going to talk about Canada on TikTok because, well, we're not going to talk about it. Because TikTok is very, they're very sensitive to TikTok. The censorship on TikTok is very sensitive. So we're looking at ADTX, baby. ADTX charts looking real good. That's right. Star, that's what happened. That's what happened. That's what they're trying to do in California. Well, they're doing it. They've done it. They've done it. So what are we doing? We're oh, look at what happened to my stocks. What happened? I don't know. What is going on with this Yahoo? Okay, Yahoo funds. Okay, hang on a second. I'm going to get an update right now. We're going to do an update. We're doing the update on ADTX. We're doing an update. 1 second. Okay, so all right, we're waiting for ADTX to break out. I don't have all day. I'm gonna. Oh, okay. I gotta run. I gotta run in a few minutes. I need to run in a few minutes. ADTX, what's the hold? Star, great question. What is? Okay, ADTX for 3-month hold. Yeah, I would say, look, ADTX is a play basically for, I think we could have a run towards, again, my thing is 6 months. Okay, what are the catalysts? Great question. You got 3 catalysts. Number 1 is IPO of the spin out of, what's that thing called? Not Adammune, it's the other one. It's a Pure Santa. Okay, so Pure Santa could be a spin out. It could get a valuation of, let's say it gets a valuation of 100 million. So, that'll give ADTX an implied valuation of 60 million if they're holding 60% of it. Let's say it only gets a 40 million valuation or 30 million. Basically, whatever it is, I think it'll still give ADTX an implied, it can make it more than a double. Now, what about Evofem? So they're buying this women's health company that is doing 20 million in revenue, which could be worth 5x if they get it done right. it's $100 million bucks. So technically, ADTX could be worth $100 million bucks if they execute on that deal and they get a couple things fixed. So you're talking about basically 20x where it is today. We're at a $4 million valuation. When you're buying ADTX, the great thing about it, here is the best thing about ADTX. Let me tell you guys, I look at two things. I look at two things when I look for a new stock, okay? And that is, the first thing I look at, frankly, is the chart. The second thing I look at is market cap. How much am I paying for the business? And Yahoo is telling me the market cap on ADTX is only $3 million. Now, that's not true. It's probably like $4.5 million. Those numbers I don't think are correct. It's probably like, well, let's say it's even $5 million, okay? Let's say the numbers are even $5 million. You know, and again, it's something I talk about in my book, 10-Bagger Blueprint. When you get into these things at $5 million bucks, it's like a free ride, basically, because it's very easy for a stock to go to, you know, up to 100 million. After 100 million, you gotta have the goods. You gotta have the goods, okay? You gotta have the goods, meaning like you gotta actually execute. You gotta have numbers to sustain it. I mean, you could stay there, but to have a real sustainable run, you gotta deliver the goods. But you got a lot of grace between 100 below 100 million. What does it mean? What I say by grace is the market is willing to give you a pass. The market's willing to give you a pass. You got speculative people who are willing to say, okay, 5 million. So basically, ADTX could run 20x. In other words, you could make 20 times your money. You could make 20 times your money with ADTX, and only at that point will it get to kind of, you know, in line with its value, potentially. Especially if they do one of those deals I was talking about. So you got multiple catalysts for this thing to be a 10-bagger. Multiple catalysts. Multiple shots on goal. Multiple shots on goal. Oh, shit. What happened here? How did that happen? Okay. Phone. Okay. Mic still on? Okay. BBAI. I think BBAI is a scam. I mean, I like BBAI as just a tradable stock, as like whatever. Actually, chart on BBAI looking not bad. I don't think it's real. I think Cooler KULR is a scam. Richard, yes. Oh, by the way, I figured it out. Yeah, Richard, that's the guy, the AVFC. I remember the name, Aston Villa, right? Aston Villa Football Club. From what I understand, the owner of Aston Villa has fled the UK because they're raising the taxes on the non-citizens or whatever, right? He's left the country. That's what happens. That's what happens. You need Trump. That's why they need Trump. They got to get Trump to run the UK, and then they'll be okay. I know people love that comment. Okay, ADTX $1.26. I bet the second I get off, it's gonna run. ADTX, we're at $1.26, ready to go. Again, $1.27. $1.27 is key number. $1.27 key number for breakout confirmation on ADTX, and then $1.30. $1.30 is the real number. $1.30 goes to the moon. $1.30. That's the 200 moving average. Okay. So the two stocks in play today are LITM and ADTX. And you know what? You know what bothers me? Both these stocks. These stocks are so frustrating because they don't go up on a straight line. They go up, they get everybody excited, they pull back, and then they go higher. But first, they shake everybody out. So believe me, Michael Reed. Okay, Michael Reed joining the VIP. All right, Michael Reed. Join. Somebody's joining somebody. Trilipstics. Craig Bellinger. Yes. Merger and Seattle update. Millionth time I'm saying it. The millionth time. I'm doing it in honor of Richard AVFC, subscriber on the channel. So Seattle merger. We're waiting for NASDAQ. They've had the financials for 3 weeks. Okay, since July 4th. Since July 4th, NASDAQ has had the numbers. Now, from what I understand, you know, they come back with comments. What is this thing? What is that? Tell us how you're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. Usual back and forth with accountants. They're going to be very, very picky. And at some point, I think that's it, you know? So it could happen next week. I shouldn't say next week because I've been saying that for 2 weeks now. It could happen literally any day. Literally any day. Because they've had enough time. It's already Thursday at 2 o'clock. Are they going to do it tomorrow? You know? Seattle. Also, it helps if Seattle's back over $4. It would help if it's back over. Oh, ADTX is $1.28. I'm not watching it. Okay, we go. Richard saying ADTX $1.28. We're on the run, baby. We're on the run. We're on the run. $1.28. Star is up $2. Hey, $2.10 better than nothing. $2.10 better than nothing. Oh, we got a spike. We got a spike. Technical breakout. Now we want to see follow through. We want to see the follow through. But we do have a technical breakout happening a little as we speak. As we speak, the charts are looking good. I'm telling you right now. If you could see what I'm looking at, hang on a second. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. Okay. I'm going to show you what I am looking at. Hang on. I'm going to make a little drawing here. I'm going to show what I'm looking at here. Hang on a second. I'm going to make a drawing. I'm going to make a drawing here. Okay. Look at this. Okay, this is what I'm looking at right here. Wow, beautiful. This is the 1 hour chart, which we've been talking about. We need to break out above this green line, which is $1.30. Okay, it's $1.30. We got to break out. I think this is it. I think it's going to make the run now because we got what's this pattern. If it holds, if we hold this pattern, this particular chart pattern, it's called an upside reversal pattern. Very bullish pattern. If we break out of that, you know, it's going to go, in my opinion, back to 250 right here. We're going to make a run to $2.50. $2.50. So it's looking good. Again, you know, it's only, you know, it's looking good. Looking good. That's your spike. That's your spike. Remember, guys, I told you, it's looking very good here. This was a very bullish setup. That's the type of thing I tell people on our, you know, premium channel. Now, again, look, it's pulling back. You know, it's going to do that. Anyhow, I think what's going to happen is we're going to, you know, I think this thing is going to make a big move. $1.25. Okay, hang on a second. Let me get to this over here. All right. Okay. Hang on. Pin notice. Pin a notice. Okay, guys. Click the button there to get my free newsletter. That's right. Get that free newsletter. Get the free newsletter to get notifications. Charts every day in your box. See the little button thing by your comment. Right by the comment thing, there should be a thing to get the free newsletter. Free newsletter. Don't miss out. All right. ADTX. Oh, we're moving up. We're moving up. $1.28.5. $1.28.5. There we go. Richard is saying I'm in at $1.20, $1.13. Do I take a profit at 250? Great question. Great question. You want to know what to do? Richard, if you read my book, 10-Bagger Blueprint, let me pull it out. You read my book. You know what I would do if I were you? Okay, in the book, I talk about this. When to sell stocks. Okay, I even have a video here. You might want to take profits off the table, especially, you know, if you're a little bit nervous. Not all your money, but what you could do is pull your principal out. Pull your principal out and let the rest run. What it means is, yeah, bones. Yeah, so basically you got $1,000 in it, you know, and you've doubled your money. You sell $1,000 worth of stock. So you take your original money back, you let the rest run, you play with the market's money. And that way you can sleep at night, you don't have to worry about it. That's what I tell people. You know, sometimes you might want to wait till stock triples or whatever. But I think with ADTX, there's probably going to be some selling at 250. It's going to consolidate. It forms a cup and handle. And if it breaks out, it goes to the moon. It goes to, you know, $15. And then you're going to regret selling half. But that's okay. It's okay. Listen, it's better. It's better to be it's better to be conservative. It really is. So I think you know, I think you can yeah. Oh, we're at $1.29. We're approaching $1.29. Do we hear $1.30? Will we break out in real time? Will we break out in real time? Will we break out in real time? I don't know. We're at we're almost at $1.30, and that's the number we've been having trouble at. I think we're going to form a cup and handle formation. I'm going to give you the update right now. I'm going to show you guys the charts here on the TikTok. Do me a favor, press the hearts button and the like button and the share button. If you're getting value from this, and I'm going way over time, and I ain't getting paid for this. So click the hearts button so we get more eyeballs on this. Thank you, guys. Thank you. There we go. This is the breakout we've been talking about. It's happening right now. Okay. I told you the setup. This was the setup. I told you it's a high probability. I'm not convinced 100%. And somebody was saying, "Oh, you don't sound so sure of yourself." Yeah, I'm not sure of myself. You know, nothing is guaranteed, but this is a very hot. This over here, right over here, was a very high probability, and I think who bought it? I think somebody bought, like Star bought it. Star bought like some stock. Star took a chance, and Star is getting rich. I think Star has already made $2.10 so far in stock. So hey, $2.10, you know. So where are we? Where are we? Sonia Paul, Gorminda, Richard, clicking the heart button. Live Central, Westlake Village in the house. Okay, Craig Bellinger liked the live. Okay, Richard. There we go, #1 subscriber, Richard. Okay, what's going on here? $1.30, guys. We're at $1.30. We're going to form a cup and handle. Now, what's going to happen, most likely, because this stock, you know what the job of this stock is? The job of this stock is to frustrate you. That's what this stock likes to do. It's probably going to hang around here, form a cup and handle, shake some people out maybe, and then break out after you've all been shaken out. So that's my prediction. Sonia Paul. No, I'm not doing the lottery anymore. Okay, here we go. So we're at $1.30. We're basically at $1.30, ready to go. $1.30, and I think we can run to some big numbers. Yeah, it's looking good. I'll tell you right now, the charts are looking good. On ADTX, it looks like it wants to go. Hang on a second. You know what I'm going to do? I just realized I'm talking to you guys, and I haven't told the people in our channel on the Penny Stock Billionaire Gang the trading signals. Well, we were telling you, but now we're gonna go. We got to give them the update right here. Okay. I'm going to put it in right now. Okay. All right. This is what we're doing. So I'm going to actually right now you're going to watch. I just typed out a message to, that's right, the trading signals, the trading people in our trading signals community are getting the message. Well, they already had the message. They already knew what to watch for earlier today when I told them. And that's what you get for $200 a month. So yeah, for $200 a month, not only do you get the new stock, you get the new stock. That's right. We're going to tell you about the new stocks. You get in early. That's where you make the real money. But also, you're going to get the trading signals throughout the day. You know, if you want to day trade and make some extra money. What's the next stock you're pumping and dumping? Maybe next week you'll know. Okay, quick message for people in Telegram. All right, penny stock billionaires, get ready. ADTX, ADTX, we're at $1.29, $1.30. We're watching the $1.30 for the big breakout, official breakout, as if we get some confirmations. We got to get a couple of bars above $1.30. Some really, I think $1.35 is going to trigger the algos for the algo frenzy. So watch $1.30 and then $2.50. If we break $1.30, $1.35, we'll go to $2.50. All right, that's what I put out for our people in the trading signals. Now, yes, I do believe that. I do believe that we are going to $2.50 on ADTX. Short term, and then $12 to $15 when we break out of there. Meanwhile, you know, it's banging around this area, you know, trying to shake you guys out. $1.30, $1.28, you know, whatever. Anyway, I got to run. The stock will probably explode as soon as I'm off TikTok. But it is what it is. Anyway, guys, the bottom line is, oh, I wasn't even watching on YouTube. Oh, ADTX, E-Trade is not allowing ADTX. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there we go. Keith, that's right. Oh, look at this, guys. On our YouTube channel, that's right, on our YouTube channel, Keith is the OG. Keith has been with us for a number of years. Okay, so Keith is saying all your stocks are doing that. They go up and down, but the consolidation, that's right. CBDT did that for 4 months before the major run. You know what the major run, guys, was? The stock went up 50x. People made 50 times their money. People made 50 times their money with CBDT. We introduced CBDT at a nickel, Canadian. I was doing Canadian stocks then. Robin is not allowing ADTX. Okay, let me check on that. Anyway, what's going on is CBDT, we introduced at a nickel, it went to $2.50 in 4 months. Now, after we launched it, it went to 50 cents. So people made 10 times their money, and it was going sideways for a couple of months. Everybody gave up. After they gave up, the stock exploded. It went from 50 cents to $2.50 in about 5 days. That's what happens. Am I guaranteeing you that that's what's going to happen? No. What I am guaranteeing you is that the stock we're down. Okay, here we go. I think we just hit $1.31. Okay, there we go, $1.30. Okay, it's going to fluctuate. Anyway, let's see. Is Seattle running again? Is Seattle running? There we go. Seattle's on the run, guys. Seattle is breaking out above that moving average. It wants to go higher. Seattle, we're above the moving averages on the 5-minute charts. Okay, I'm going to give a trading signal here. These guys know what we're looking for. Okay. All right. So Seattle breaking out on the 5-minute chart. Look at the 5-minute chart. We got a breakout on moving averages. Confirmation is at 407. But again, we're in the trading range, $4 to $5 trading range. You get in at 4, you get out at 5, and it looks like it wants to run right now, 397 as we speak. Okay, LITM, and then I'm going to get out of here. LITM just hanging out, annoying people. Not, you know. And Seattle pulls back, and it pulls back, $1.27. And yeah, it's going to do this just to, annoy people, and then it's going to explode. It's probably going to explode like tomorrow or something. All right, that's it, guys. I got to run. I'm way over time. And I will see you all on the next one. I don't know how to leave. I don't know how to exit the thing, so I'm going to pause it, but I'm actually leaving. Okay, so I'm gone. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Click the like button, whatever, share, reshare. Here's to your 100x. Okay, YouTube. Tony's asking, why is the merger taking so long? Because they're dealing with, bureaucracy. You're dealing with bureaucracy. You got to go back and forth with NASDAQ, with the numbers, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't happen right away. Look, you want to hear real, look at Fubo. Fubo is being bought by Disney. Disney's buying 70% of Fubo. That merger is taking 6 months already. Fubo merger, but it's a lot more complicated because they have antitrust issues, all that other stuff. Seattle's much simpler, so it's really, I think we're down to the wire here. Anyway, could happen any day, like literally any day. We're going to close potentially. Nothing is guaranteed. Okay, guys, here's to your next. Here's to your 100x.